starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Brown going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the preview.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Gurley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A 3-yard pick.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on second down. Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. First and goal at the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
At the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Back to throw. Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys 3.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. Shoot! Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Falcons 14, Cowboys 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Brown now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Brown's pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Brown. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Mike Williams.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Dallas.
CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Taken down and sacked. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Sack, baby, sack. E.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcon.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
17.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Number 21.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Brown to throw on 3rd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. About 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And Gurley on 1st down, no chance that time. He swallowed up for a loss of about 3.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brown, off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Cowboys 24, Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Brown. Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the 1st half. And now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The tackle made by...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This thrown quickly out to Jones.
Brown's pass.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
His 48-yard
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Brown. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
A gain of 8
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Brown. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
14 yards there at a Falcon first down. Now Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Brown now to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Smith. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Falcons 20.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
The pass.
So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys,